all stand and remain standing until the conclusion of the reading of the proclamation. Ladies and gentlemen, the proclamation. All persons having any business before this honorable court now draw nigh, give your attendance, and you shall be heard.
Admission of lawyers. Kiara Machuku Asozu.
May it please the court, I move that Kiara Machuku Asuzu be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Kiara Machuku Asuzu be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
John Barr Augustin.
May it please the court, I move that John Barr Augustin be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let John Barr Augustin be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Marichel Ayala Alonso.
May it please the court, I move that Marichel Ayala Alonso be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Marichel Ayala Alonso be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Olivia Longden Badger.
May it please the court, I move that Olivia Longden Badger be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Olivia Longden Badger be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Eric Ross Beale.
May it please the court, I move that Eric Ross Beale be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Eric Ross Beale be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Alistair James B.
May it please the court, I move that Alistair James B be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Alistair James B be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jemima Marie Belger.
May it please the court, I move that Jemima Marie Belger be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jemima Marie Belger be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Sienna Olivia Bell.
May it please the court, I move that Sienna Olivia Bell be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Sienna Olivia Bell be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Willem Skulk Brits.
May it please the court, I move that Willem Skulk Brits be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Willem Skulk Brits be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Catherine Louise Burns.
May it please the court, I move that Catherine Louise Burns be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Catherine Louise Burns be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Anindita Shrestha Chan.
May it please the court, I move that Anindita Shrestha Chan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Anindita Shrestha Chan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Darjun Jo.
May it please the court, I move that Tarchun Cho be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Tarjun Cho be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Adriana Louise Koutman.
May it please the court, I move that Adriana Louise Koutman be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Adriana Louise Koutman be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Marina Trisnalich.
May it please the court, I move that Marina Trisnalich be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Marina Trisnalich be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Dean Justine Borja Deckett.
May I please the court, I move Dean Justin Borja Deckett be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Dean Justin Borja Deckett be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Xu Dang.
May it please the court, I move that Shou Dang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Shou Dang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Ria Dillon.
May it please the court, I move that my sister, Ria Dillon, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Ria Dillon be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Elizabeth Angela Ann Donahue.
May it please the court, I move that Elizabeth Angela Ann Donahue be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Elizabeth Angela Anne Donahue be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Manine Mary Dooley Heath.
May it please the court, I move that Manine Mary Dooley Heath be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Manine Mary Dooley Heath be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Kayla Familietti.
May it please the court, I move that Kayla Familietti be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Kayla Famietti be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Susan Yu Jung Kim Fountain.
May it please the court, I move that Susan Yu Jong Kim Fountain be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Susan Yu Jong Kim Fountain be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Coco Charlotte Annalise Frolick.
May it please the court, I move that Coco Charlotte Annalise Frolick be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Coco Charlotte Annalise Frolick be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Hagun Kaur Gill.
May it please the court, I move that Hagen Kaur Gill be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Hagun Kaur Gill be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Marcelo Gonzalez Dunque.
May it please the court, I move that Marcelo Gonzalez Duncan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Marcelo Gonzalez Dunker be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Charlotte Harling.
May it please the court, I move that Charlotte Harling be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Charlotte Harling be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Marshall Ryan Heller.
May it please the court, I move that Marshall Ryan Heller be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Marshall Ryan Heller be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Amar Hilani.
May it please the court, I move that my niece Amar Hilani be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Amar Hilani be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Samuel Thomas Hinchliffe.
May it please the court, I move that Samuel Thomas Hinchliffe be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Samuel Thomas Hinchliffe be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Judita Vashini Hudson.
May it please the court, I move that Judita Vashini Hudson be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Judita Vashini Hudson be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Kei Khan.
May it please the court, I move that Kei Khan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Kei Khan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Darcy Taylor Larkin.
May it please the court, I move that Darcy Taylor Larkin be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Darcy Taylor Larkin be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Clara Rose Lewis.
May it please the court, I move that Clara Rose Lewis be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Clara Rose Lewis be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Melanie Ling.
May it please the court, I move that Melanie Ling be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Melanie Ling be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Minna Liu.
May it please the court, I move that Minna Liu be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Minna Liu be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Eugene Ka-Yu Lo.
May it please the court, I move that Eugene Ka-Yu Lo be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Eugene Ka-Yu Lo be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Wai Yi Vanessa Luong.
May it please the court, I move that my partner, Wai Vanessa Luong, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Wai Vanessa Luong be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Samuel Mark MacDonald.
May it please the court, I move that Samuel Mark MacDonald be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Samuel Mark MacDonald be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lewis Patrick McNamara.
May it please the court, I move that Lewis Patrick McNamara be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Lewis Patrick McNamara be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Annie Jane McAuliffe.
May it please the court, I move that Annie Mikolev be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Annie Jane Mikolev be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Catherine Morozo.
May it please the court, I move that Catherine Morozzo be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Catherine Morozzo be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Chelsea Elizabeth Murray.
May it please the court, I move that Chelsea Elizabeth Murray be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Chelsea Elizabeth Murray be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Michelle Ann Nemec.
May it please the court, I move that Michelle Ann Nemec be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Michelle Ann Nemec be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Gerasimos Pendoulis.
May it please the court, I move that my son, Gerasimos Pendoulis, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Gerasimos Pandoulis be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Brianne Sahasri Pereira.
May it please the court, I move that my sister, Brianne Sahasri Pereira, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Brianne Sahasri Pereira be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Yeva Vranomskaita.
May it please the court, I move that Yeva Ramanovskite be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Yeva Ramanovskite be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Charlotte Louise Regan.
May it please the court, I move that Charlotte Louise Regan be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Charlotte Louise Regan be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Charlotte Olivia Hope Robinson.
May it please the court, I move that Charlotte Olivia Hope Robinson be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Charlotte Olivia Hope Robinson be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Lara Maria Saba.
May it please the court, I move that Lara Maria Sava be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Lara Maria Sava be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Weibrit Schroeder.
May it please the court, I move that Weybridge Schroeder be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Weybridge Schroeder be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Jacinta Isabel Seraphin.
May it please the court, I move that Jacinta Isabel Seraphin be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Jacinta Isabel Seraphin be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Janelle Lynn Sheen.
May it please the court, I move that my daughter Janelle Lynn Shen to be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Janelle Lynn Shen be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Francisca Javiera Silvaroa.
May it please the court, I move that Francesca Yavera Silvaroa be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Francisca Javiera Silvaroa be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Shunya Singh.
May it please the court, I move that Shanya Singh be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Shunya Singh be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
David Anthony Stano.
May it please the court, I move that my brother, David Anthony Stano, be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let David Anthony Stano be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Joseph Sakar.
May it please the court, I move that Joseph Suka be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Joseph Suka be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Joshua Philippe Vanji.
May it please the court, I move that my brother Joshua Philippe Vanji be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Joshua Philippe Vanji be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Mei Yang.
May it please the court, I move that Mei Yang be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Mei Yang be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Yong Sheng Yap.
May it please the court, I move that Yong Sheng Yap be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Yong Shen Yap be admitted as a lawyer of this court.
Hao Neil Yu.
May it please the court, I move that Hao Neil Yu be admitted as a lawyer of this honourable court.
Let Hao Neil Yu be admitted as a lawyer of this court. It will now be necessary for those whose admissions have just been moved to swear an oath or to make an affirmation. Would all newly admitted lawyers please stand as directed by the officiating officer?
If I could just get the first two rows on my right to please stand. Kiara Machuku Asozu, Jumba Augustin, Marichel Ayala Alonso, Olivia Longden Badger, Eric Ross Beale, Alistair James B, Jemima Marie Belger, Sienna Olivia Bell, Willem Skolk Brits, Catherine Louise Burns, Anandita Sharesta Chan, Dajun Zhou, Adriana Louise Koutman, Marina Stranalich, Dean Justine Borja Deckett, Shu Deng. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourselves in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state, according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability. Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? Thank you. You may take a seat. If the back two rows on my right could please stand. Ria Dillon, Elizabeth Angela Ann Donahue, Manine Mary Dooley Heath, Kayla Familecti, Susan Yongjong Kim Fountain, Coco Charlotte Annalise Frolic, Hagun Kaur Gill, Marcelo Gonzalez Dunker, Charlotte Harling, Marshall Ryan Heller, Amar Hilani, Samuel Thomas Hinchcliffe, Judita Bashini Hudson, Kei Khan, Darcy Taylor Larkin, Clara Rose Lewis, Melanie Ling, Minna Lu, Eugene Ya Ka Yu Lo, Wai Vanessa Luong. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourself in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
I do.
Thank you. You may take a seat. If the row just in front of me could please stand. Samuel Mark McDonald, Lewis Patrick McNamara, Annie Jane McAuliffe, Catherine Morozo, Chelsea Elizabeth Murray, Michelle Ann Nemec, Gerasimos Pendulis, Brienne Saharis Pereira, Yeva Ramanoskate, Charlotte Louise Regan, Charlotte Olivia Hope Robinson. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourself in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"?
I do.
Thank you. You may take a seat. And the two rows on my left, please. Lara Maria Sava, Wayrich Schroeder, Jacinta Isabel Serafin, Janelle Lynn Shen, Francisca Javiera Silveroa, Shunya Singh, David Anthony Steno, Joseph Sukar, Joshua Philippe Vanji, Mei Yang, Yongshen Yap, Hao Neil Yu. Do you severally swear or declare and affirm that you will truly and honestly conduct yourself in the practice of a lawyer of the Supreme Court of New South Wales, and that you will faithfully serve as such in the administration of the laws and usages of this state according to the best of your knowledge, skill, and ability? Would you please say, "So help me God," or "I do"? Thank you. You may take a seat.
Now that the formal part of the proceedings is complete, I would like, on behalf of the Chief Justice and all of the judges of the court, warmly to welcome you and your family and friends to the Supreme Court of New South Wales, including those who are here virtually by watching the ceremony online. I am Justice Ward, the President of the Court of Appeal and at the moment the Acting Chief Justice. I have the honour to represent the Chief Justice at today's very special ceremony for all our newly admitted lawyers. Present with me on the bench today is Justice Campbell to my right, who is a judge sitting in the Common Law Division of the Court, and Justice Kuntz to my left, who is a judge sitting in the Equity Division of this Court. Together we constitute the Court which has, in the exercise of its jurisdiction, admitted you to practice. I begin by acknowledging the traditional custodians of the land on which we meet, the Gadigal of the Eora Nation, and I pay my respects to their elders past and present. I recognise the long-standing and enduring traditions and customs of our First Nations peoples and their deep connection with country, and I welcome any of our First Nations peoples present here today or watching the ceremony online. This court, as you might be surprised to learn, is one of the oldest continuing courts in the common law world. Last year, the court celebrated its 200th anniversary. This is something of which we are immensely proud, and I hope that each of you, as new lawyers and officers of the court, will also be proud. You may wish to look at the YouTube video of the ceremony to mark the bicentenary occasion in this very courtroom. It is, as I've indicated, a great pleasure to welcome each of you individually to the legal profession of this state. It is now over 40 years since I was admitted as a solicitor in this very same courtroom, although I was in the last ceremony of the day because I had a surname beginning with W. I well recall the solemnity of the occasion, the searching gaze of the then Chief Justice, Sir Lawrence Street, as each new lawyer was admitted, a gaze that I am sure I have dismally failed to emulate today. I also recall the excitement and pride of my parents who were here to witness the ceremony, the very first time that either of them had set foot in a court, let alone the Banco court. Little did I imagine, or could they have dreamt, that one day I would be presiding over just such a ceremony. So perhaps that particular honour lies in the future for one of today's cohort of lawyers. I have referred to my own admission ceremony, which of course is now part of ancient history, for a number of reasons. First, because although much has changed in the legal profession over the years since then, the traditions and fundamental ethos of our profession have not. In being admitted as a lawyer today, you have joined a centuries-old profession with ancient origins. The custom of advocates swearing an admissions oath is one that dates back to the 12th century. You may think our wigs and robes date back almost as far. As I have mentioned, the Supreme Court was established in 1823 and first admitted lawyers to practice in 1824, so last year was our bicentenary year. By 1830, the names of lawyers were entered onto rolls in this state, as yours will be after this ceremony. You've now become part of this tradition some 200 or so years later. Perhaps for some of you, more likely for your family and friends, that's how long it feels like you have been studying to get to this point today. The continuing traditions of our legal profession are important to acknowledge. At the heart of our system of law is the direct relationship between the court and lawyers as officers of the court. The oath or affirmation that you have made today, witnessed by your family and peers, is a serious one and deserves solemn regard. You must always remember that admission as a member of the legal profession is a privilege, not a right. Today, you assume ethical obligations over and above those demanded of you as members of the community. The legal profession is dedicated to upholding the rule of law, one of the most important pillars of a peaceful and democratic society. So the standards of legal professionals are correspondingly high. As lawyers, in whatever area you practice, or if you do not practice in the law at all, you should be known for your honesty, your integrity, and your commitment to justice. You will owe onerous duties to your clients, but your paramount duty is always to the court. Among the obligations that you acquire to the court today are a duty of full disclosure of the relevant law, a duty of candour not to mislead the court or knowingly to permit your client to do so, a duty to refuse to permit the commencement or continuance of baseless proceedings, a duty to exercise care before making allegations of misconduct against any other person, a duty not to assist any form of improper conduct, and a duty very dear to my heart to conduct cases before the court efficiently and expeditiously. Your duty to the court requires that you remain faithful and comply with those ethical obligations no matter what pressures may be placed upon you and no matter that they may conflict at times with your client's wishes or desires. It is in acknowledgement of this weighty responsibility that we observe today's unique formalities. But not everything in the legal profession has remained unchanged over the years. Some of those changes are the product of changes in our society. When I commenced practice as a solicitor, women did not occupy senior positions in the law. There were no female partners in the large commercial law firms. There was only a handful of female silk at the bar, and there were no female judges on this court. and women who appeared in court were not seen if they wore trousers. How has the world changed since then? Not only are women now seen at the highest levels in our profession, but some have even been admitted wearing power suits today. Some of those changes are the product of technological developments. When I first commenced practice as a solicitor, our firm had Wang computers, and they occupied almost a whole floor of the building. The latest innovation was the telex machine, or perhaps the golf ball typewriter. Today, you will no doubt work in offices where the computer capacity appears endless, but the space occupied by computers is correspondingly very small. And communication is almost instantaneous, with email, not to mention Zoom. Flexible working arrangements are de rigueur. But of course, with those changes come increasing work pressures, particularly from clients who expect instantaneous delivery of legal services, and unforeseen dangers. Think of the lawyer stuck behind a kitten Zoom filter, for example. The change that is the most important for the future of our profession is the increasing diversity of the profession, and you are visible proof of that diversity. You will each have taken a different, though in many cases similar, path to join the legal profession. You come from different homes, different backgrounds, and different cultures. Some of you, like me, will be the first in your family to have studied law. Others, as you will have heard from various of the persons moving the admission of their relatives today, will have had the good fortune to be able to debate legal propositions with others, lawyers in your family. You may well have been able to point out to them the errors in their legal thinking. You will certainly bring to the law different experiences and perspectives, and will no doubt have different expectations and aspirations for your career. The legal profession and the administration of justice are enriched by that diversity. Diverse representation ensures that all those who become involved in our justice system can and feel that they can be properly heard and fairly engaged with by a system reflective of our broader community. It is important to the maintenance of the rule of law that the legal profession, including the judiciary, reflects the community which we serve. The second reason that I referred earlier to my own admission ceremony is that today is a day of celebration, not just for you, but for your family and friends. You will all have worked extremely hard to reach today's milestone, perhaps through caffeine-fueled nights and obscure problem questions, almost certainly through reading more cases than you can hope to remember. You are entitled to be proud of your achievements, and your family and friends are entitled to be proud of you. No doubt, many of them will feel they're almost equally qualified to be admitted here today, having shared the knowledge of the law that you have gained over the years, and no doubt having been on the receiving end of your finely honed skills of advocacy. You may even be able to use those to persuade them to take you for a celebratory lunch or dinner today. But fascinating as the law is, many may well feel that they now know more about snails in ginger beer bottles and the cannibalisation of shipwrecked cabin boys than it was ever necessary for them to know. I have no doubt that your family and friends will have played an important role in assisting you to reach today's achievements. Make sure today is a day when you can celebrate together with them those achievements. Because today you have entered the real legal world, so to speak. In legal practice, you will now encounter the reality of eggshell skulls and peppercorn rents. You may even meet the mysterious reasonable person, and you will have to apply the Constitution with an understanding that it consists of so much more than the vibe of the thing. You will be called upon as an advisor, a problem solver, a mediator, an advocate for the marginalised. You may learn the mysteries of time costing and the pressures of running a legal practice. As you go about your day-to-day work, remember that you're not merely dealing with the law in a vacuum, but with the law as it applies to people's lives. You must strive to deliver legal services competently and fearlessly, with courtesy and integrity, and you should attempt to make the law comprehensible to those with whom you deal who are non-lawyers. If you were under the impression that this was an end to your legal studies, then it is my unpalatable duty to tell you that you are wrong, because in the law there will always be something new to learn. If not, there would be a risk that we lawyers would suffer from a bibliophobia, a fear of lack of reading materials. There is no doubt that law can be a stressful occupation. It is important to remember that notwithstanding that you are a diverse group, you now share a common membership of the legal profession. That is important because, unsurprisingly, clients are often demanding, work may not progress the way you had hoped or expected, you may, and surely this will be rare, encounter difficulty persuading a judge of the wisdom of your arguments or the merits of your client's case. In those times, the support of your peers will be invaluable. Remember to make use of that support. And in that context, I propose now to call upon some young representatives of the New South Wales Bar Association and Law Society to say a few words of encouragement and support. Ms. Ingenito, do you move?
May it please the court. My name is Chantel Ingenito, and I've been practicing for about 4 years now at the New South Wales Bar, predominantly in family law. On behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you to the legal profession. The legal profession is an old profession based on precedent and the rule of law, while also being a profession that grows and develops to adapt to new practices and technology, and importantly, to society's value as they change over time. For several decades now, the composition of lawyers and barristers in New South Wales has changed to better reflect the community. The bar today is a welcoming place for people of all genders and backgrounds, including from diverse socioeconomic and cultural backgrounds. It is an honour to be a lawyer, and in my case a barrister, and I'm proud to be a member of the legal profession. In particular, I enjoy being able to present a case, advocate fiercely and fearlessly for my clients, and make a difference on a day-to-day basis. Like many of you sitting here today, I finished high school and went straight into my law degree. Upon finishing my degree and PLT, I was admitted as a solicitor, sitting where you all sit today, and listened to a barrister tell me of the wonders of practice. 23-year-old me was scared but excited for the possibilities of my career ahead. I was a solicitor for 5 years before being called to the bar, a call I encourage each of you to consider when the time is right for you and for you alone. If you are interested in coming to the bar, you can contact the New South Wales Bar Association and have a look at its website each year. There is a day called A Career at the Bar, where you can have an open day and see what it's all about. In your first year of practice as a reader, you will particularly receive assistance from 2 barristers of at least 7 years seniority each, who will meet with you weekly, review your work, and teach you the practical skills. But the support that you receive is not limited to those 2 barristers. The bar is renowned for its collegiality, especially in chambers. There are also opportunities to become involved in the work of the New South Wales Bar Association itself, which is the professional body that supports barristers and has a range of committees, including the New Barristers Committee, which organises social and educational functions for those of us 0 to 5 years, and of which I am a member of, and the Diversity and Equality Committee, which promotes one of the key strategic goals of the New South Wales Bar Association, to attract the best people to become barristers, regardless of their race, religion, gender, parental status, or sexual orientation. Whether as a lawyer or a barrister, I encourage you to get involved in the New South Wales Law Society or Bar Association and use your skills to assist your community. It is a rewarding experience to practice in connection with others in your profession. Once again, on behalf of the New South Wales Bar Association, I welcome you to the legal profession, and I congratulate each of you on your admission today as a lawyer of this honourable court. May it please the court.
Thank you, Ms. Ingenito. Mr. Noonan, on behalf of the Law Society, do you move?
May it please the court. My name is Will Noonan, and I am the Vice President of the New South Wales Young Lawyers. Not so long ago, I stood where you were standing today, and what a day it is. You are here being admitted to the Supreme Court role as the final step at the end of a long and arduous journey. You should all feel immensely proud of what you have achieved thus far. When I embarked on my career as a solicitor, I had no real idea of what to expect. It was not always easy, and frankly, at times it was overwhelming. But as I stand here today, after nearly 4 years of working first as in-house counsel, as a litigation solicitor, and as a tipstaff in this court, I can tell you I have already learned a thing or two. One of the most important things I have learnt is the importance of belonging to a profession. The legal profession is an increasingly large and diverse community, and it is one to which you now belong. The Law Society of New South Wales is the home of that community, with our 30,000 members flung far and wide across this state. We are bound by our shared duties, our commitment to continuous learning, our desire to connect, and our drive to give back to our communities and uphold the rule of law. As an early career lawyer, belonging to a strong network of peers is crucial. That is why I've been part of the Law Society of New South Wales and New South Wales Young Lawyers for about 4 years. Here I found friendship, inspiration, guidance, and support when I needed it most, as well as the opportunities to advocate and join in committees. By joining the Law Society and New South Wales Young Lawyers, you'll gain access to professional support, conferences and events, a wide range of publications, professional development opportunities, mentoring, volunteer opportunities, and so much more. We encourage you to check out the Law Society website for upcoming events, such as our flagship Welcome to the Profession event, which provides you with an opportunity to celebrate the significant achievement alongside your peers and other members of the profession, and learn more about the next steps as you commence your legal career. The role of the Law Society is to ensure that you, as a newly minted solicitor, can thrive and succeed in this new profession of yours. So again, congratulations to you all. Look us up, speak to your employer. We look forward to welcoming you into the Law Society community. May it please the court.
Thank you, Mr. Noonan. In closing, can I say this? I presided over an appeal a couple of years ago in which senior counsel made the somewhat surprising submission to the effect that at some stage in every lawyer's career, that lawyer will say, I don't want to be a lawyer, I want to be a television producer. Well, I can say that submission was not particularly persuasive. In my experience, the law is a wonderful profession, stimulating, challenging and satisfying, and populated by intellectual, committed and dynamic people. And apart from that, I'm notoriously camera shy. I've never regretted my decision to become a lawyer, and I hope you won't either. You should be proud to be a lawyer, and you should strive to perform your obligations so that you can remain proud to be a lawyer. On behalf of all of the judges of the Supreme Court, and particularly those on the bench with me today, I offer my sincere congratulations on your admission and welcome each of you to the legal profession. The court will now adjourn.
All stand. This honourable court is now adjourned.